Hi, this is Miss Cindy, and I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas. I did. It was great. This year, for 2025, this is the end of the year, and I did a little bit of slacking on my projects and YouTube videos this year, and that's only because I did mention in another video that I'm tutoring some college students. I volunteered to tutor, and that takes up a lot of my time. So I really haven't been doing any YouTube videos, even though I have a list here of 5 projects I was hoping to complete in 225. So it will be completed next year. But anyway, at the end of each year, I usually show you some of the stuff that I've done offline. Maybe to give you an idea, something that you can do. This is just stuff that I just didn't record. I just sat back and did it. So that's what I'm just going to show you. Maybe give you some ideas of some crafts that you can do in the future. So the first thing is a pineapple lotto ticket gift. This was a gift for somebody that's into pineapples. That's a friend of mine. And what I did was I bought some scratch-off tickets and I just cut out the pineapple. I drew it, cut it out, and then I placed those underneath. I framed it, and then she just went ahead and she just took the frame off and she went scratching crazy. And then anything that if she didn't win, she could just put it back in. So anyway, this was just a cute little, it's like a gag gift that I gave to somebody that's into pineapples. I also have another friend that's really into this Grogu, the Mandalorian baby. And I've done quite a few things for her. But she wanted to know if I could do something with this pencil and pen holder that she has on her desk. It was just all white and it's plastic. Wasn't too sure this was going to work, but it did work. So that was just a project that she asked me to do. And then here's one that I did for her when I was doing that, the popsicle sticks, those geometric shapes. I did this one for her. And I've also done some graduation money bouquets. I've been doing these for years. Sometimes they're huge, sometimes they're small. People have actually paid me to do them and they give me the denominations. I've done them with lotto tickets. I've done them with candy. But these are 2 that I had to do this year. Then also I've recently got into this diamond art. And to be honest with you, I love it. I've got it mastered down now that it doesn't take me as long as when I first started out. But I will admit, when you buy these kits, some kits are just gorgeous and some kits are crap. So the ones that I'm going to show you are the ones that I really, really like. They've come out great. This one's hanging on my wall. This one was a gift that I gave to my son who's into the stormtroopers. If anybody watches the video, they know I have a son that's really into stormtroopers. And I found this one and I liked it. There's a lot of stormtroopers out there. Some of them are colorful. But this one here, it just so happens to have the same colors that's in his bedroom. So I was pleased to find this one. I also found some that had the alphabet. And these came out pretty good. So I got the C for me. And then for Christmas, I found another friend. I did the N, the letter N, and I framed it too. This is another one I've done for another friend of mine. And I'm going to be honest with you, she has about as many cats that's in this picture. And she has such a great sense of humor that I thought she would like this. So this is a cat one I thought that came out pretty good. And one of my favorites is the pit bull. My son has a pit bull, a black and white pit bull called Stella. And they had a black and white one, but I chose this one because I just thought the colors were just so pretty on this one. And this picture is gorgeous. I don't remember the company, but this company, this one here is really a gorgeous print. Now I'm going to show you the worst one that I got. This is the one where you send in your own picture. I will never use this company again. I sent in an older picture of myself. And as you can see, it looks nothing like it on the right-hand side. I was totally, totally disappointed. So, but it's trial and error. I know to use another company if I want to do a picture. And I really want to do one because I would love to do one with me and my girls. This was a rustic mixed media and acrylic paint. Once again, I was just practicing. The idea was I wanted to do an old painting. I wanted to do something, even though I'm doing it now, I wanted it to look old. So I stained popsicle sticks. And these are the wide ones. I used the wide ones and the small ones. And stained those. So it gave like an old look. And then at the same time, I was practicing my mountains when I paint. And out of all of the times I've done mountains, these mountains here are the best that I've ever painted. And I'm quite pleased with them. But it took a lot of trying, a lot of practice, a lot of doing over. So anyway, I finally got the mountains that I wanted, the snowy mountains. And then I did the mixed media because the little boat in the dock, that's toothpicks, that's little pieces of wood, that's cardboard, a little elastic, lace, and I made the boat in the dock. So, I mean, it's just something different and it stands out, but I do have this hanging because I liked it. And this is me again having nothing that I really could do on YouTube, that I went ahead and I started practicing again, but using oil paint. I don't use oil paints because they take forever to dry. However, oil paints are beautiful when you're mixing them, when you blend them and mix them and you get that depth. So this was just something I did in between just to keep going, to have something to do. I recently got into this finger knit blankets. Now I've made the no-sew blankets before. I've made a lot of those. Matter of fact, quite a few of those I've sold. But this is a finger knit blanket. And when I found out I didn't need any needles, no sewing, all you're doing is using your fingers, I said I'm going to try it. This was some yarn, Chanel yarn that I had left over. I'm trying not to buy a whole lot of supplies this year either. But I had these colors left over, so I went ahead and I practiced on this one. And I'm going to tell you, I was shocked how well this came out. It wasn't perfect. I missed a couple of loops. But overall, it came out great. And it's nice and warm. So I knew what I was going to do. I knew I was going to do this again, but I wanted to do it for someone else. So that's what I did. I did a larger one for my son, who, again, is the Stormtrooper fan. And I was able to find this big Stormtrooper patch. To be honest, sewing that patch on this was harder than doing the blanket. It took forever to try to get that on there. But I did get it on because I want to make sure when you wash it, it stays on. And then I had a little bit left over, so I went ahead and did a matching pillow. The pillow was all winging it. There was no pattern. I hadn't seen anybody do it, but I said if I had already the stuffing for a pillow. So I just went ahead and did a pillow cover. So that's pretty much it for anything that I've done in between my YouTube videos. So I just want to wish everybody a happy, healthy, safe, and prosperous new year. Please subscribe because it's free. And my little ending is courtesy of my sons who do. They are the Billings firework crew. And they always do fireworks, 4th of July, New Year's. So everyone have a good New Year's. And let's hope 2026 is better for everyone.